it's Bonnie from Everything Country CA, and today I'm going to show you a Christmas box that I had from my mom. I've got a few downstairs, and if you're like me, you've got lots of old Christmas decoration boxes and you can't even remember what's in them. I'm going to open this one because I think there might be some interesting vintage decorations inside. And if not, I'll keep looking and show you more as I get through them. But I'm just starting to pull out Christmas decorations and see what I need to do for Christmas this year. So let's get started with this box and see what is inside. It's got her handwriting on there. It's been unopened for a few years, so the first thing I see is this gorgeous little angel. Wow, so that'll be a nice tree topper if I want to do a vintage tree. I think I will do one tree with just vintage decorations this year. That would be cool. And let's see what else she's got. Okay, somebody's knit this little booty, and often you can get those at the craft fair, so those are cute. There's another little stocking, so two stockings, one with the bear inside, and then another little handmade decoration. Now she would have picked these up at craft fairs. She passed away in late 2019, and it was a real shock for me and all her family because she had pancreatitis, but my hope was to do some thrifting and enjoy doing that with her because we always love going thrifting together. But that plan changed, and God had a bigger plan for her. So anyway, I just have to keep moving on, but continue on with my plans. So here's a lovely little ivy mistletoe, but in gold. I don't know what else she's got in here. You know, sometimes other family members don't want things and you end up with things. And I've got, look at that, that's an old bulb. That one's quite old. Now, I'll have to wrap them up carefully. I think there might be some of mine mixed in here. I don't know. It's been so long. Again, something that was part of a homemade decoration. Oh, that's definitely one of hers too, with the angel. Look at that accordion, so cute. Oh, made in China, but I haven't seen that one before, so maybe she had that on her tree. And then a few of these guys. Oops. Be careful with that one. That's the vintage one. Some gold ribbon. And some of these are really nice. They're not that vintage, but they are a little bit more vintage ones. And they're just loose in here. Oh, there's a neat one. And another craft fair one that somebody's made. Isn't that cute? Another gold ornament. Let's see. Oh, Hauskajolua. That's a Finnish cake decoration. Hauskajolua means Merry Christmas in Finnish. And then another one that was given to her, I believe. Oh yeah, and here Christmas says 99 with a wooden decoration that she must have picked up at a craft fair. Isn't that cute? And then, oh, that looks like a McDonald's decoration. And this is one of those metal bulbs. It's definitely a hard metal. And then another one of those. I'll separate those later. And another one. And this is beautiful. Look at that. I like that one. And these, I remember my godmother made these for us. I have a couple of them. And the angels and the pearls. And they're a neat craft project. And then more of these guys. And this is twisted around. Oh, that's a little, sorry, I'll have to separate those, but there's a little ornament with a Santa. I don't remember that one at all. And that's that. And then another little handmade ornament in wood with the moon and some cute ideas if somebody wanted to make some more. And then another one of these. Oh, that's a little, ooh, that's cute. A little macrame decoration. I don't remember that one at all. So she had a small tree in her place. She was in an independent living before she passed, and she loved it there and kept a few ornaments. This one I remember from when we were kids, and I don't know where it came from, but we've had this one a long time. And then another house Scaiola finish. Merry Christmas, and then this little basket, and I don't know what was in the little basket. So those are a few things that came out of that box, and I really like that angel. I'm definitely going to use most of these. I'll do up a vintage tree. I have some other vintage decorations, and then I will see what I have in the next boxes that I find from her. So I took another quick look to see if there were some other boxes, and I did come across these ones mixed in, and these were old ones. I know this was hers from a long time ago. We used to have these hanging up in the house on the farm. These they're so cute. I don't think you can find them anymore. This one's actually in pretty good condition. It will open right up, and you see the pattern there. So that would be cool to hang that up, and that's an old one. Too bad they don't make them anymore. There we go. So you can see I've opened it up. It's actually in really good condition, considering. And then just the end, because it's been taped to something. And then there are a couple more of these beaded craft things. They're really cool, and if people know how to make them, and that's another pattern. So there were 3 of those different ones, and then the Santa in this bag, I believe was hers, because I don't recall ever having it. She bought some at craft fairs after us kids had all left home, and isn't that cute? So they're wooden. What does it say on it? It almost looks like it's made in like a Chinese decoration, because it's got the panda, which would be a neat thing. And then there's a couple of older boxes of the ornaments, and then again with this nice pattern with the silver on top. That's another old one. I think these blue ones are plain. And there's a broken one there, unfortunately, and then a red one. And then this box had another one of those Santa ornaments. So there's a couple here. And I think these are pretty vintage, because I don't recall ever seeing them at stores now. It says Santa's Express. So I might want to look up those and see if they're worth anything. And then there's these other types. So this is another old one. It's lost the top, but and then these ones, I think my husband and I had bought these, and there's a few of those. So, but we just haven't used them for years. And then in this little box, let's see. Okay, there's another little hanging decoration. A wooden angel. Oh, that's cute. And then a little sewn lady. And a Santa. Another, could be from McDonald's, not sure. Snoopy. And then look at this snowman. He's cute. It's pretty old. It's wood. So, yeah, it's painted, hand painted. Okay, so that's what I found this round. So here are a few comparables. I was really surprised with the angel for the first one, and that one is Vintage Angel, and on eBay it's quite a high price for what is there. So that was a surprise. And then I found a few other items. It wasn't easy to find all of them. There was a lot of vintage decorations on eBay. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. Stay tuned for my teapot video part 2, which hopefully is coming in the next 2 to 3 weeks. I'm just waiting for one teapot to arrive. Thank you so much.